Okay, I'm going to assume that my volume is fine now because OBS Studio has my volume at a more stable level. And now, unfortunately, I have to re-record Kaiba's lines with Alister because my device is full of shit. I honestly do not know if I can use this device for recording long term, and because I might actually go fucking insane. So let's go through this again. It was painful the first time. Unfortunately, I have to go through this again and again. I'm already in pain. Why does my device have to do this to me? Although what is funny is I was checking videos to make sure my device was functioning correctly because I didn't want what happened during Nash's event to happen during this one. Too bad! It did! And it was painful! Just as painful as this entire interaction. Alright, well, let's begin. Hopefully, I will be a little less emotional, though I'm not sure by how much. I was hoping for that during, let's see, Vector's death scene, and I was still a little emotional for that, but I think that I understand the context for why, and I'm not really sure I should go into those details, because they're quite personal and no one gives a fuck. Anyway, how about we continue? Because now I'm pissed. I'm more pissed than you think I was in earlier videos. And let's be real, Alister pissed me off in the last video because I titled it The Suffering Olympics. Everyone that plays that game is just, I get so mad. Well, except in one case, but we're going to ignore that case because you know what? Either side of that argument and they both died. So, whatever. Seto Kaiba. How long I've waited for this day. Oh, really? Really, you waited? Dude, you're gonna make me go through this again? I feel like you did this with my device. You just decided to destroy it to make me go through this pain again. Because you just say you're going to make me feel true suffering. You said that. Do I have to prove it to my audience? Because I'm not sure they believe that you actually said that to me. I don't think they believe me. Alister, are you the one who's trying to take over Kaiba Corp? Most likely, yes. Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? I'm pretty sure you are. I think Pegasus was dead by the time you got to his castle. I don't know why you were there, but I'm pretty sure he was just out of the picture then. As for why he was out of the picture, I really don't know what the deal was. But, I mean, I don't seem to care about a lot of shit, if we're going to be honest. Except for the fact that I had to re-record this again, and it was extremely painful. Seriously, this entire event is a call-out post. And not a good one! Would you like to see my suffering? Let's continue. Well, actually, I think there's still a few more boxes before my suffering begins again, but we're going to find out. Not like I'm going to count, though. I'm not counting. For what? My family business has nothing to do with you. You're very wrong. Your family business has everything to do with me. You'll pay for your crimes. What crimes? He wasn't... What do you mean, what crimes? I mean, Kaiba didn't... I mean, honestly, I don't understand what you're going... Oh my god, it doesn't work because I'm recording this again and I'm trying to remember everything I said in the last video. And I just cannot get it out of my head. And then Kaiba responded with this. What crimes? Yeah, unfortunately, I knew he said this, so the complete surprise just wore off. It's just not there. You know why it's not there? because my device malfunctioned and I couldn't be recorded properly, which pisses me off. This is why I need a new device. I'm probably going to ask for one for my birthday because, well, I can't think of anything else to ask for. I'm sorry, guys. I say that like more than one person is getting me a birthday gift. I don't think more than one person is doing that. And also, I just think that I can ask for a headset because the one I'm looking at is cited to be available at stores in the area. Wait, hold on. I should make sure these specific stores have those headsets. But I'm really just concerned with getting a headset that doesn't destroy my ears. My ears? I mean, I need a headset that doesn't give me pressure sores. You know the whole deal with these earbuds? Yeah, I needed these because I was healing from pressure sores. And that's why I've been freaking out over the events I've recorded lately. Because these earbuds are not actually that great when it comes to recording. And that's what I've had to learn. And also, that's one reason that I haven't uploaded some of those videos and why the recording hasn't been as fun as it normally would be. You mean, what? Okay, I'm not sure what was going to leave my mouth. I don't know what the context for that was. But all I can think about is Kaiba's crimes. You know, the ones he wasn't there for because he wasn't adopted yet? Yeah, those crimes. And I couldn't handle it. It was, well, I did kind of handle it, but I felt like, am I going to start crying? You know, if I did start crying, I would have kept that in. I'm not joking. I would have kept it in. Oh, and by the way, while we're at it, I got emotional during that flashback. But it also reminded me of what happened when I got emotional during Vector's death scene. I think I understand why I was emotional during it now. But I'm not going to share the context of that because I don't think anyone cares. And if anyone does care, I can make a video about it, but it's not going to get very many views and it's going to sound like complete bullshit. And just like Kaiba would tell you. And a lot of other people. It sounds like bullshit, and honestly, I'm one of the people that would have believed it was. But, apparently I just do some weird shit. Okay, so, Alister here says, challenge me and you'll find out all about your crimes. Oh god. Just know that you won't win. Because I've had my eye on you for a long time, Kaiba. Okay, this sounds like a toxic ship, and I'm sure that some people ship this. I'm sure it's less popular than shipping Kaiba with a pharaoh, but I'm sure some people ship this. It's very toxic right now, as you can see, but I've got a history of shipping toxic ships, unfortunately. But we're going to move on from that detail because I don't want to talk about it. I know every pathetic detail of your life, including your amateur duel monster strategies. Alright. And I said that you deserved to lose this duel because you called his strategies amateur. Like, dude, this is not a franchise yet. His duel strategies are not amateur yet. And that's if you still consider them amateur. That's if you still consider them What happened to my English? Am I really that pissed? I mean, I established I was pissed before I started recording, I think. What do I mean before I started? I mean before I started recording this event properly. I just talked about how pissed I was. And now I'm more pissed. I think you guys probably can't tell the difference unless the audio is just louder than it was in previous videos, which, I'll just say this. I don't know if that's true because OBS Studio is not telling me it's louder. So, if it is, well, I'm not saying it. I know every pathetic detail of your life, including your amateur duel monster strategies. I mean, you could call them amateur by modern standards, I guess, but Kaiba gets so much legacy support, I really have no idea if that's true. Who knew you were such a big fan of mine? If you wanted my autograph, all you had to do was ask. I don't think you would have actually given him your autograph. Whenever I think about the concept of you giving someone your autograph, I just think you would tell them to fuck off. Because I don't think you had the time to give people autographs. You're just not that kind of duelist, or that kind of person. You're too busy running a company. Honestly. Although you had enough time to speak to a cult leader, so there's that. You know, maybe I should establish which one in this context. Ignoring that. If you wanted my autograph, all you had to do was ask. Okay, I would like your autograph. I'm kidding. You can't do that. Spirits, even if they do exist, which I believe they do, they can't give you their autograph. Although, the fact that I do believe in spirits may leave people wondering why. We do not have to discuss this right now. Honestly, I've titled this video enough because I'm so pissed. You make me sick, Kaiba. You ruined my life. What do you mean he ruined your life? He's adopted. Now this is all I have. He's my family now. You realize you're holding a busted action figure, right? Oh, this is right before the flashback that made me emotional. And I just talked about how this entire event feels like a call-out post. And it wouldn't have been a call-out post if we were less stupid. It's just what happened in the story. Although, I don't know what the dub said with this story, because I just watched the dub. But I don't think I watched this. Or did I? Actually, I think that I did vaguely read. I didn't watch all of the Orichalcos arc dubbed. I don't know what it did. But honestly, this franchise doesn't even like to just say the word death. I'm pretty sure death is implied here, but not stated outright. I really just don't know though. Because if I did rewatch all of DM, it would have been subbed. Although Crunchyroll subs suck. And my opinion for this is... Hold on, let me try to remember. It's called the Major Arcana. It's called the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana! Not the whatever the Crunchyroll sub said. I don't even remember it. It's just the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana. The Major Arcana. Dude, Crunchyroll doesn't understand how to subtitle anything properly. Like, what the hell? The Major Arcana is just like basic. You don't have to like the craft to actually respect it. Anyway, moving on. I mean, the dub didn't even go into reversals, so whatever. No, I don't practice reversals when I do my readings. And I'd be like, what? Yes, because I can't just reference the series that got me into tarot cards. Yeah, it really did. And my tarot cards look very used. They've been used recently, too. And if I'm to believe what they say, actually, I probably should not go into this. It's just not something that I should have even mentioned, even indirectly. But let's just be honest here. No, let's not. I think that I need to. I don't have a line when I say that I want. You don't have any idea what this thing means to me, Kaiba. It's cute that you love your dolls. I do, because it used to be my brother's. Yeah, I think his brother died. But I'll never see him again, because your father took him away from me. What? Oh god, why do I have to beat this again? Why do I have to do that to myself? No, I have to suffer for it. Because of the consequences of my decisions and my purchases. I should have. Ugh. I don't know how I got those pressure sores. I have a very massive sensitivity to pain. How did I get them? Uh, if I, whatever. These are fine for casual use, but for recording, I don't think these earbuds are good for that. So yeah. And because my birthday is coming up, and I don't have any idea what else to ask for, I mean, I've got no other ideas. No other ideas except maybe a second pair of socks. But it's going to be hot out at some point. I'm not sure if I want to wear socks when it's burning outside. I'm gonna feel like the sun is about to kill me. Honestly, I feel like that every time the weather heats up. But let's see. I apparently will not, if I go outside right now, I will not feel like I'm about to die. That's good information to know. Anyway, how about we continue my suffering? Because it has been rescheduled for right now. You still have that thing, Mikey? I know it's just a toy, but the real Dyna Dude is going to show up and beat up all the bad guys. And what's taking him so long to get here and save the day? Don't worry, he's going to be here soon. Okay. Wow! Oh, look at those new tanks! They're Kaiba Corp's newest model. Way better than what our enemies have. Kaiba Corp is here to help. Kaiba Corp is here to help us. We can win this war. Did you hear that? The war's going to be over. Oh god. I've really... Why do I have to cover this again? Oh, right. Because my sensitivity to pain isn't what I say it is. That's because I'm in pain. Pain always causes me more pain. That's what makes it pain. Yeah. This is so hard to voice, dear God. Mikey! Get on board! Hide inside! Ah! Mom's pendant! Just wait here! Oh god, this is so hard. Oh my god! Oh god, I cannot. No. Oh. This is just so. No, why? We are just. We are awful. That's when I learned that Kaiba Corp was building tanks for both sides of the conflict. Do I really need to hear about this, Alister? Honestly, I don't need this call-out post. I'm already in enough pain over what we're doing. I say as though I can actually stop it. Well, I wish I could, but all I can do is complain about what I can fix, which isn't much. I lost my brother because of chemical free. There's only one bad guy here, and it's you, Tyler. I will get my revenge. I don't think you understand just how obsessed Kaiba is with card games. I really don't think you understand. He has a blue-eyed jet. He has money, but he's using it because he wants blue-eyed merchandise and all kinds of other things. Apparently, at one point, he thought it was a good idea to put him in shoes. I don't really know how much time he put into actually providing for it. I think he's just like, if you can't survive a volcanic, if you can't survive a volcanic, oh shit. Now I can't speak again. I'm going to blame it on my. Alright, alright. Listen, I'm going to blame this on Alister. This is your turn. What am I blaming this on again? I mean, I was trying to distract you. Probably by Alister's line. Because I said I was going to blame. No, I was not. No, I was not. Dude, I swear to God, if my audio, is this going to happen again? And, and then I will try that headset again. Dear God. Dear